Welcome to a Thursday edition of Litter Media Live. I'm Mike Smith, along with co-host Aaron Glandon, Mr. Hand 2, better known. When we don't get to see his face, we see the hand. Dan Ramey is on assignment today. He should be back with us tomorrow. And it's a big day if you are a follower of history. World War II in Europe, VE Day, 80 years ago today. Talk about that on this date in history at the end of our broadcast. Chance of showers this afternoon. Great. We're supposed to do a baseball game. I think they'd rather I just stay away because every time I show up, it rains. But that is possible, at least in many parts of southern Ohio this afternoon between 5 and 7 p.m. We're looking for a high of 65. But sunshine returns tomorrow through the weekend. Looks great for Mother's Day with highs each day in the low to mid-70s. Some headlines all coming up next on Litter Media Live. Scioto Valley Dumpsters, 253-8389 for a free quote. If you need a cleanup project around your home, you need a dumpster to take away that stuff. Give Carl a call for a free estimate at Scioto Valley Dumpsters.
Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary. Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old.
Whenever I first applied for the ArchWiz opportunity, do I have to pay this back? Do I have to do that? Is it a loan? And it's not. It's a scholarship. A goal of mine is to graduate college debt-free. If you're a crew member, you get $2,500 a year, and if you're a manager, you get $3,000. And especially if you're going locally to college, like to the branch or something like that, it's really helpful.
Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com. And we hope that you are making us the first thing that you see on your homepage each day, littermedia.com, for the latest on beneficial news that you can use. And at the top of our news topics today, Ross County Commissioners have issued a statement and plan of action detailing their active support and efforts to keep the local paper mill open for business. A weekly action response team has been formed by the Ross County Board of Commissioners, bringing together key local stakeholders, including GCRC Development, the Chillicothe-Ross Chamber of Commerce, and the Montrose Group. This team is also working in close collaboration with cross-jurisdictional partners, including the City of Chillicothe, U.S. Senator Bernie Moreno, Ohio SE, Jobs Ohio, and other congressional offices.
Adena Health announced a major expansion in Wellston by relocating and expanding their primary care clinic in Wellston. The new state-of-the-art facility at 2 East A Street is set to open in early 2026 and will feature more space, more services, and a drive-through retail pharmacy.
So good luck on that.
Yeah.
Only 1 week left to register for the Kids in College program at Ohio University Chillicothe. There's a couple of sessions that you can sign up per day and over a 2-week period, June 2nd through 6th and 9th through 13th. Now, if you want to have your kids attend the morning session, that's 9:15 to 11:15 a.m., where the afternoon session is noon to 2 p.m.
Operation Fish with a Hero will be May 31st at Paint Creek Lake. Any past or present military service member and their family can participate from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Call or text 937-986-7452 to register, because space is limited.
All right, very good. And our road report takes us to Fayette County today. State Route 753 between Miami Trace Road and Good Hope is closed now through tomorrow for a culvert replacement. The detour is 753 to US 35 to State Route 41. When we come back, we'll take a look at sports, a big honor being passed out to one of our local referees. All that's coming up on Litter Media Live. Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor. For more than 4 decades, whether it's residential or commercial, they can take care of what you need done. And great service. Service with the sale, you've heard that over the years. Well, that's what Accurate stands on. They want to make sure that if you have any issues, you contact them and they'll come right back and take care of that issue. Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When ensuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
Going on right now is Hometown Motors Incorporated Spring Sales Event. While supplies last, they have new riding tractors starting at $1699.99. Are you not going to do it?
Oh, I was going to slap your hand. You're pointing.
Zero-turn mowers starting at $3399.99. Walk behind starting at $399.99. New chainsaws starting at $279.99. Blowers at $199.99. Trimmers at $229.99. So hurry in to get the best selection, because with prices like this, they're not going to last long. Hometown Motors, your store for the outdoors.
Yes, sir. And it's the time of year to be outdoors.
Yes. I'm mowing my parents' lawn today.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
What do they have to do to get you to do that? Feed you? Or
Ask me.
Just ask, and you're there.
Yep.
So if I ask you to come mow my yard.
No.
See, I knew there had to be some connection there. In sports, high school basketball referee Rod Nichols of Hillsboro has been named as one of 14 officials that are being inducted into the Ohio High School Athletic Association Hall of Fame. Rod's been refereeing for more than 3 decades, and he's one of the best that we have in our area. I'm so old, I can remember doing Rod's games when he played basketball at Piketon in the mid-'80s.
You're ancient.
So he's been around a long time, too. But, Rod, congratulations on an honor well-deserved. Waverly Tigers have won another SOC Boys Tennis Tournament championship, sweeping singles and doubles titles. Waverly's Carson Nybert won the singles title with a 6-2, 6-0 sweep over Wheelersburg's Cody Evans. Cody advanced with a sweep over Micah Lehue to get to that finals, but Nybert wins it. Nybert also named as the SOC Player of the Year. These are all of the Waverly tennis players who won SOC honors, because their doubles team also won the championship as well. You can go to our website story to learn more at littermedia.com.
Also on our website, you'll find scores for all high school action that's going on. Last night in baseball in the SVC, Unioto beat Adena 7-1. Unioto is now 12-0 in the SVC. Zane Trace beat Westfall 7-1 also. Piketon over Paint Valley. Huntington over Southeastern in a close one. In the FAC, Jackson took McLean 11-3. In the MSL Buckeye, it was Logan Elm beating Liberty Union 5-1. In the SOC, Oak Hill, Northwest, St. Joe were all winners. And in non-conference action, Lynchburg, Clay, Circleville, Waverly, Clay, Valley, Hillsboro, Fairfield Union, Benton County, Greenup County, Kentucky, Sims Valley, and South Gallia were winners. In the TVC, it was Wellston over Alexander 13-1. In the Shack, Manchester beat Peebles 7-4. And in the OVC, it was Ironton beating Fairland. We also have some softball scores that you can find on our website. Piketon clinches outright SVC title with a win over Paint Valley last night, 14-1. Notable win there. And in the TVC, Athens beat River Valley. Waterford beat Federal Hocking in a completed suspended game, and they turned around and played them again and beat them again.
Mm-hmm. And there was a volleyball matchup, pretty big. Just the night after Chillicothe won their league championship, they upset the number 2 seeded team for the upcoming tournament. This was not a tournament match. This was regular season. But they avenged their only non-conference loss of the season to Watterson, and they swept them 15, 18, and 23. So congratulations to the Cavs. I think they have a weekend regular season wrap-up, and then they go into postseason play next week.
And Megan Whitley of the Western Indians softball team got her 350th high school career strikeout. So congratulations to Megan.
Big one in baseball today, weather permitting. Litter Media Radio will be out at Zane Trace where the Pioneers host the Shermans. That's a 5:15 start. We'll take the air at about 5 p.m. There's always a chance that they could start that a little bit early, especially with the threat of rain coming. Here's the scenario. If the Shermans win, they clinch the outright SVC championship. But if Zane Trace wins, they will be even in the loss column, with Unioto having one last game tomorrow at Huntington. But Zane Trace has a couple of games to make up. They have a game, the regular game on Friday. They have a makeup game with Paint Valley Saturday morning. And then they have to play the completion of a suspended game with Adena on Monday. So if today's game gets rained out again, they wouldn't be able to play again until probably Tuesday next week, the earliest. And 2 of the 3 times that these teams have tried to get together, where I was going to be there, it rained.
Right.
And postponed. So we're keeping our fingers crossed here, hoping that we can get this one in today. Baseball on the major league scene. Hey, the Reds snap a 4-game losing streak, beating the Braves 4-3. They'll wrap up that series in Atlanta tonight. However, one bad news. This has been a bad week for the Reds injury-wise. They lost Tyler Callahan with a broken arm earlier in the week. Last night, starting pitcher Hunter Green was just lights out, and then he suffers a pulled groin muscle. Don't know how long he's going to be out, but that was not a good situation. Star of the game on the offense for the Reds last night was T.J. Friedel. He had 2 home runs in that game. And the Guardians wrap up their series with the Nationals winning 8-6. They're off today and will open a series at home with the Phillies tomorrow. And we have something special coming up next.
Coming up is everyone's favorite part of the show. It's our Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week announcement.
Okay, all that coming up.
But first, we want to tell you about Litter Quality Propane. Online, all the time. Customer payment, account information, and more. Log on at litterpropane.com.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Dixie Chopper. Speed when you need it.
Visit your local Dixie Chopper dealer today or visit DixieChopper.com.
Welcome back to the show. It's now time to announce our Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. And this week, it's Pip. Pip belongs to BJ Wackler. He's a 3-year-old Irish wolfhound. He came to them on a play date at 6 months old and has never left. He's sweet and kind. He's a gentle giant, as they say. He loves belly rubs and any affection he can get. Look at him just sitting on the couch.
Yeah, he's just looking.
He's just waiting to be pet, it looks like.
Where's my belly rub?
Yeah, exactly. If you have a pet you'd like to nominate, just send that to Send that to littermedia@gmail.com along with a photo of your pet and its name and maybe some fun facts that you'd like to share.
Do you like belly rubs?
I can't say that I do.
Oh, okay.
But congratulations to Pip being our Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week.
All righty. Let's go back in history. 1945, 80 years ago today, the war in Europe ends. They call it VE Day. That's Victory in Europe. Great Britain, the U.S., and other allied countries celebrate victory. Cities in the U.S., U.K., and Western Europe, along with the Soviet Union, Canada, and Australia, put out flags and banners rejoicing in the defeat of the Nazi war machine. The 8th of May marked the day when German troops throughout Europe finally laid down their arms. In Prague, Germans surrendered to the Soviet antagonist after the latter had lost more than 8,000 soldiers and the Germans considerably more. In Copenhagen and Oslo, also near Berlin, in northern Latvia, on the Channel Island of Sark, the German surrender was realized in a final ceasefire. More surrender documents were signed in Berlin and eastern Germany, but today is commemorated at 2:41 a.m. Ohio time when the war in Europe finally came to a close 80 years ago today. Wow. And we salute all of our great World War II veterans. There are some, but not many, some that are still with us, and many of them are 100 years old. That's just incredible. Yeah. Incredible. That's going to wrap up today's program. Again, don't forget, we have Litter Media Radio on baseball this afternoon, a big one, a possible championship scenario with Unioto at Zane Trace, airtime 5 o'clock, weather permitting. If, like the last time, we had a rain out, just follow our Litter Media X or Facebook will keep you up to date if the game doesn't go. But if you're listening to us at 5, you should hear us on the air for that broadcast. And you have an event also you're attending tonight.
I'm going to the Pickaway County Chamber of Commerce annual awards banquet and dinner.
All right. So follow our website for a possible story on that later tonight as well. Dan's on assignment. He should be back with us this time tomorrow on Litter Media Live.